And now start of the new video. If you have just now clicked on this video, you have no idea what's even going on. Oh my god, you're just so confused. Okay, so hi again. If this is your first time seeing this video for part 2 of my really effed up dreams. Sorry. So if you are now joining in, I am now explaining 2 dreams that I had. The first dream was covered in part 1, which involved hammers and a chick getting crushed with blood going everywhere. And now here is story numero dos. Now this one is not as gory. Well, it is, but there's more of a shock factor because it involves my family, and when you have dreams of your family and they're getting killed, okay, that tends to be a lot more emotionally impacting, upon you. Okay, so where to start from? Okay, so the dream started up, and it looked like Dead Space 2. It was me and my dad and my mom, and I assume that my sister was probably killed somewhere else. I don't know why. Probably was. So me and my dad are going to this elevator, and the elevator has 2 sets of doors. The first set is from the room to the shaft of the actual elevator shaft, and then the second pair is to the actual cabin of the elevator. Okay, so me and my dad, we get into the elevator, and my mom, for whatever reason, wants to stay back and say, "Fuck you, necromorphs," or yeah, I guess I'd watched Dead Space 2 that day or something like that, because then pretty soon actual necromorphs started come into the room and that was sort of cool to watch. But anyway, me and my dad are "Mom, come on, Mom, let's go," and so we're already in. And the doors begin to close. Okay, and my mama runs to the doors. And if you're thinking that my mom dies due to the doors closing, you are wrong. No. What really happens, okay, and this is where, stuff gets really intense or scary. She makes it past the first 2 doors. The first pair of doors, which is, to the shaft. But she doesn't get into she doesn't get into the cabin of the elevator. Okay, so she's in the space between the elevator and the doors and the shaft. Now then, she runs. Okay, she stutter. She runs through. And the doors close, and the elevator begins to descend into wherever we're going, okay? And I'm like, "Mom, no!" And I hear her scream as she falls down the shaft. Ah! Although, a lot more terrifying, ah! I wish it was even the same thing. So I scream, but going down the shaft, so that was scary. So for whatever reason, this elevator had a window for some reason. Okay, so I look out the window. Okay, as I do a little thing there, little head movement, as you probably guys came to see, because I have no face cam. Yay. So I poke my head out of this window or this hole, and I'm like, Mom, no, but more scared and more feeling like, okay. And I'm like, oh no, she's dead. However, my mother was actually on the bottom of the elevator, somehow, some way, and then she pokes her head out. So then, she's like, I'm okay, guys. Then pretty soon, a bar comes, and BAM! Her head is off her body. She is decapitated by this bar that somehow misses my head and goes and hits her head. Okay, and I'm watching this from my own eyes, and to see your mother getting decapitated by a pole, and to see her head fall down the shaft and her body along with it is pretty freaking scary, man. It's pretty freaking scary to just see that. And thankfully, that was the end of the dream. But again, just as I've said in the first video, what the fuck? It's like, all right. So in the last part, if you haven't seen that, I sort of explained how I sort of explained about how I'm not really the evil, dark person usually. I'm really more happier-ish. Even though I'm more of a realist, which is why I'm sort of depressed, quote quote, at times. But that's not really real depression. But yeah, I don't know why I even had these dreams. Burp there. Sorry about that. Sorry. But I have no idea, why I even had these dreams. I didn't listen to any sort of death metal during those 2 nights, even though I normally do. Typically either Dying Fetus or Slipknot as of late, and now Stone Sour as of late-ish. So now, now on January 24th. But I don't know why. So if you're a doctor, or if you're a doctor watching this, and I probably have no idea why you are, is this bad? It probably is bad, or it's just, it's maybe a once in a lifetime thing, no big deal, which it probably is, but still, I saw in the greatest detail, so far, for the so as I mumble on along, I still remember every detail of those 2 dreams, and it's been about a week, maybe even 2 weeks past. So I still know every single detail, as I've just said, as I've explained each dream to you guys for no good reason. So yeah, that's just really, really scary, So if you have any sort of, scary dream that you want to share, then please, by all means, put it in the comments below if you so desire to, or, just any sort of comment regarding a dream or a happy dream, Yeah, happy dreams. Ha 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 ha. What's up? Oh, and holidays playing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I have the radio playing in the background just for background noise, so I don't stutter as much. But hey, and look how small my bar is on my Audacity screen. That's just so nice, and now it's larger and softer. Okay, so yeah, that is really it. I've thoroughly explained my really, really screwed up dreams to you guys for no good reason. I just really wanted to, share it, and to have some sort of post-commentary type stuff on the channel, And I've sort of been planning out some vlogs, gaming vlogs, glogs, glogs. That's like a bad shoe, or like a bad